Hi everyone, it's Cindy from Shenandoah Papercraft, and today I want to share with you my review of a really cute paper pad. I was contacted by an Amazon store called Bleds, B-L-E-D-S, and they asked me to review one of their 6x6 paper pads from their store. And I've linked that Amazon store below in the description. I looked through their products and I found a lot of pretty patterns, but the one that grabbed me was this coffee themed paper. My grandfather owned several diners and coffee shops from the 1930s to the 1970s, and I love vintage diner ephemera. So I let Bleds know which paper pad I wanted to try, and they sent it to me. They offer a lot of papers and other supplies in their store, so check them out at the link below. Here is the 12 patterns. So here's 4 of the patterns, and the next 4, and the last 4. And again, you get 2 of each print in your package. These, where are they? I kept these out of my book to show you. The paper is 160 GSM, which is about 60-pound paper in the US. And it's a good weight and not quite what I would call cardstock. I've never worked with 6x6 papers before, so this was like a fun experiment. I'm happy with these papers, and they also carry the 12x12 size. So here's a couple of the papers I left out to show you, which will probably end up going into the book when I'm finished filming this. They're white on the back, as you can see. So in the book, I backed them either with coffee dyed paper or another print from the package. So here's my book. Before I get into the book, here's the cover of it. Before I get into my book, I just have to show you this cute apron. It's a 1940s diner apron. Isn't that adorable? And that goes so well with my book. And I called it Cindy's Coffee Shop, because there is one close to me in Los Angeles, and it's still in business. And the paper I chose for the cover reminds me of those Formica countertops, and I put a coffee stain doily. And this is an actual top to a coffee cream bottle. So I put that on there for you. So here is the first paper. I left a lot of the papers whole because they're so pretty and I didn't want to cover them up. Here's the first one from the pack. All different kinds of coffee, and I love the colors in this pack. They're muted, vintagey looking, and they went well with what I wanted. My father had, in the 40s, a train diner. So here's what it looked like. On one side, it says the diner and coffee shop. And on the other side, it's the coffee shop window looking out the other side. And this was in San Diego, down by the San Diego airport near the water. So this is what I'm kind of basing my book on, is my grandfather's diners. Here is a color postcard of the diner. He also had connected to it a drive-in canteen fountain and a coffee shop. So he had a separate coffee shop, the canteen, and then the diner that had a coffee shop on it. This is one of the nice papers, and I used another one of the papers to make a pocket. This is just coffee dyed paper I made. And here's the other side of the coffee dyed paper. And I just pulled a lot of vintage ads off the internet, and just for cute little inserts. This is another one of their really cute papers. And some more, of course, Folgers. We all like Folgers. And H&C Coffee. There's a lot of neon signs with gigantic coffee pots on them. My grandfather's diner was featured in a magazine. It's hard to put them together. It was a 2-page spread, more like that. And it says, Chase and Sanborn Coffee helped us increase our business. And it talks about my grandfather and his diner and how the coffee helped his business grow. Here's another one of the pattern paper pieces that I used. He also had a concession stand in Ryan Cafeteria. This is a Ryan Aeronautical Company. And this is their official photograph. This is his cafeteria. All these waiters and waitresses ready to serve you their coffee. He was also manager of the Pig and Whistle coffee shop in Los Angeles. These are the waitresses from 1943 in his train diner. And that sailor right there, his name is Mickey. It says so on the back of the original photo. So he must have been a regular. This lady looks very happy to serve you your morning coffee. And this is another one of the paper pack prints. I made a belly band out of an ad. This is Ben-Hur Coffee. I guess it's a coffee shop. Again, my grandfather also did catering. And this is a beach party. As you can see, it says coffee, 15 cents. And here is the coffee urn here at a beach party. And this one right here is another catered event. And look at this huge coffee urn right there. And look at this paper. This is really cute paper. This is my grandfather's coffee shop from the early 60s through the late 70s. It's Mr. B's Coffee Shop and Pancakes, Waffles. We would go eat breakfast here every Sunday morning when I was little. Here is another nice paper. This is Lion Coffee, one of the brands. I made a pocket, got a little tiny Lion Coffee thing, and then there's a it's a bookmark, and I forgot to put the twine through there. I'll have to do that. I love this spread. It's Donut Queens, because what goes better with coffee than donuts? So here's the Donut Queen and the Donut Week Queen. So two different events, I guess, with their donuts. Made a belly band from some of the paper from the package. And here's two ladies, two waitresses, or one waitress having a great time with her donuts. And a customer giving you a wink for a coffee and a donut. Here's some really cute paper that came in the pack. Jason Sanborn Coffee. Taffy's restaurant is back east somewhere. I don't know exactly where it is. I think it's Illinois now that I think about it. And I'm not sure if it's still open, but this was a coffee shop matchbook. And here's your waitress, bright-eyed, giving you your morning coffee. This is another photo of my grandfather's diner next to the train. So this is the more of a sit-down restaurant other than the coffee shop that's on the train. And then an old magazine thing on methods of making coffee and how to buy coffee and store it. So those are those instructions. Denny's is our local diner here. A little sugar pack. These ladies are cute, all drinking their coffee in their sunglasses. Here is a waitress ready to, she's pouring your coffee, and she says thank you. And I just made another side pocket here. A lady having her hair done with her coffee. And another Donut Queen. And more coffee dyed paper and another ad. Here is, this was in one of my grandfather's menus. And it talks about coffee being 10 cents. Instant Postum is a substitute for coffee. I think it's like made from wheat with molasses. So that was, I don't know what that tastes like. And another coffee ad here for Jason Sanborn. And the story about the coffee pot here. And another fun little coffee pot shaped restaurant. This is really cute paper from the pack. Backed by a coffee ringed paper. And in that pocket, I've just put, these are actually modern. That's why they're in the back. After dinner coffee. And Ruby's Diner, which is a California diner, their menu. This is a very modern diner menu, but that's what our diners have come to. And on the last page here on this cute paper is this lady. She's balancing a lot of coffee cups. Look at that smile. So I hope you like my little diner book, and I hope you like my waitress apron. Thank you very much. Go check out the store.